It's never a quickie. This is take three. And I'm not general nuisance right now. Okay, right now I am Asimoreus. That's my king.com psychic pseudonym, if you will. I do not consider myself a psychic. I consider myself um, an energy alchemist and an intellectual archaeologist. That's what I like to call me. Um, I've got a lot of metaphysical studies under my belt and that sort of thing, though. But I am doing a little thing with my Gaia Energy Attuning Center because she will live. I am going to fight these fuckers. Um, Scratch that last one. I'm trying trying to stay off of that for a little minute. Um, a long, long time ago, actually, right around the North Adams incident, I was playing with Lil Wayne's numbers. I also, well, I call him Baby Bird because there's just a whole little thing with the energies. Everything is energy. That's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. That's a direct quote from Albert Einstein. I go through some other physics stuff as I ramble on, but way, way back in the day when this Urban Ink album cover first came out and I saw it on the newsstands. I saw tattoos for God. And like I said, I'm ordained. So I had to play with that. But before I get into the tattoo portion of it, I do start with the numbers. Numbers are a universal language. And there's only supposed to be one universal language, and that's the language of God. That's why the Tower of Babel story is there in the Bible. So, here we go with all those uhs again. Like I said, if I was sitting one on one rambling about it, there wouldn't be any uhs. I would just go right on into it. But whatever. So, music is very important because music is basically the voice of numbers. And if you've done any Bible work at all, God did express himself a lot in music. Walk around the city 7 times and blow the trumpets. There was one verse that said, and God lamented like a sad, sad flute. So feelings and stuff are expressed in music, and it's universal. You don't have to have any words. People can tell by the sound of a music if it's going to be, if it's happy, if it's sad, or whatever emotion it's trying to evoke or soothe or whatever. So it's a spirit to spirit kind of communication. I I love it. And 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 I got some other stuff to say. No, I yeah, there's some stuff. Your music matters. Your music matters, Lil Wayne and everybody else out there. People are listening to it and taking it to heart. You really gotta positive messages. I'm gonna scold you if I ever meet you. I will. Okay, and I do wanted to, my favorite little toy, divine puzzle book, maze, whatever you want to call it, because it's intricate little works and everything is symbolic of something. I should have brought my big book in. I have several books on the history of symbolism, and it goes way, way back. So each little mark he has on him, each letter, each number means something totally more than what he may think it means. So I'm going to school him a little bit, maybe. um, and we all say we're dealt the hand we were dealt, and that's what I do. Oh, I have my work right here too. This this is what I do. I, I s- I'm a dealer. I'm a dealer. I play cards and chit chat for money. And like I said, 5-star rated, so I'm pretty good with it. So I can interpret the hand that you were dealt very well, very, very well. I'm a pro, okay? Trust me, Lil Wayne, you'll love it. Um, the cards we are all dealt are given to us at birth. They're called the life path number, the inner dream number, the soul urge number, destiny number, and there are a few other twists and turns. But we'll get to that in another session. These will be all I need to play the game. And I do call it divinely inspired symbolic association like I said, I'm a recluse, not an agoraphobic. I do go out, I can socialize, I can have fun. I've been to concerts. I've been to concerts where I've gone by myself, and I've been the life of the party. I've had people say I want whatever she's on, and I don't drink, I don't do hardcore drugs, I don't even smoke cigarettes. Yes, I am very 420 friendly. But if you were to Google, oh my gosh, let's go get that Google. I'm going to stop right there. Marijuana in the Bible is Isaiah 18, 4 through 5. And I'll go into my hut and consider it like the heat on or like something about that, the heat on the herbs or something like that. And I forget what other book has the entire recipe of the anointing oil that Jesus was drenched in and also used in his practice. And one of the main ingredients was 6 pounds of cannabis. So that's all Googleable. I'm not going to go there. So I know why he likes I know why he likes the Kush, because if Jesus made the best wine at the party, what do you think his weed was like? But whatever, let's go on. Um, Divinely inspired symbolic association, aka finding your energy's vibrational frequency. All I need to start is your name and birth date because that is your personal channel on sort of a universal radio dial. I am Royce Marie Patton, 808281967, and we will get to that later. And that does come back in the end because what's the point of playing the game if you can't win? And if I'm making it up, I should be able to win. So let's see where we go with this. And remember, according to physics, it's all about energy, frequency, and vibrations. If you want to find the secrets to or of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Nikola Tesla. And I rarely do anything without Einstein and Tesla backing me up, just so you know. That'll be there just as much as the Bible stuff because God's supposed to be kept in everything you do. And no, I'm not a Christian. And if you Google pentagram symbology in the Bible, there will be a lot of fun stuff you find out about that. Like I said, I do not subscribe to any religion, but I am very, very spiritual. And mine means what it means to me uniquely because I cared enough or wondered enough to go and look it up all the way back to in the beginning. So this is did I do this? Yeah, numbers are a universal language and they resonate with specific frequencies. Each letter of your name can be transposed into a number. Those numbers carry with them very specific vibrations, and those vibrations have both positive and negative connotations. Your positive thoughts, words, and actions will call that number's positive energy attributes to you, and negative thoughts, words, and actions will be more welcoming of that number's negative energy vibrations. There's a lot more to that, but let's leave it at that. So let's see who Lil Wayne really is according to his numbers. And this is the basic Pythagorean numerology chart, and I'll give you a little history of that. Uh, Pythagorean math is used to this day in architecture and drafting and all kinds of other stuff because they are so very, very precise. The Pythagorean numerology chart. Pythagoras, when he created it, the first people he let test it out were his children, and it was so easy. It was so easy. They laughed at him. I saw a little documentary thingy on that. It was kind of cute and funny. But when I heard that part, it just took me back to that Bible verse, and I've said it before, and I will say it again every time it comes up. No one will get into the kingdom of heaven unless they come like a child. So play, 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 and have fun. So I did erase everything. I did have all the numbers there, but there's something else going on. And I did his Little Wayne Master 11. And the reason why I took his numbers out is because I found a place that will tell us. But the two is wrong. The 2 is wrong, and I get into that over here. He's a Master 11. Uh, before we go, because I'm going to kind of, well, I'll let the 2 play through for whoever out there might be a 2, just for whatever, because the stuff after it needs to be explained. But the way they do it, and I'm going to do it before I press play. They do the math. They do the math this way, and then they add it up, and then they add that 11 uh, to get the 2. I do mine this way, and then it does come to a 38, and then I do get the 11. And once you hit a master number, that's supposed to be it. But it does carry some 2 vibrations, but he is an 11. That whatever. I'm not gonna bitch on it. This one is just cross-reference with 2 or 3 Google charts, but this one's actually pretty good.
Thanks for requesting your free numerology reading here at numerologist.com.
It's free.
Over the next few minutes, I'm going to give you a quick yet deeply revealing analysis of your unique numerology chart based on your given name and date of birth. There are 5 elements that form the core of your chart and that most massively impact your life. They are the life path, birthday number, soul urge, expression, and personality number. And by intimately understanding your numbers, you'll uncover many fascinating truths about who you are, how others perceive you, and the unique opportunities that lay ahead. The most important number in your numerology chart is your life path. It reveals your most fulfilling life direction and the major lessons you're here to learn. It highlights the specific opportunities and challenges you'll encounter and your unique personality traits that will help you on your journey. Your life path is calculated by simply adding up the digits of your date of birth. Your life path number is a 2, and this tells me a lot about you. You are a sensitive soul with an amazing imagination. You have off-the-charts emotional intelligence, refined intuition, extreme perceptiveness, and the ability to truly connect and understand those around you. You're the world's best secret keeper, and your kind and cooperative nature makes you a fantastic friend, parent, and partner. While you have the tendency to be a bit of a perfectionist, it's only because you sincerely want the best for yourself and others and see the potential for greatness in everyone you meet. You have the rare gift of persuasion and can inspire those around you without force. You're often accused of being too quiet, but that's because you spend more time listening than stroking your own ego. You exhibit a silent yet spiritually evolved power that allows you to remain balanced and fair in stressful situations. You have the innate ability to create harmony, lead with compassion and empathy, and encourage those around you. Do this, and you'll effortlessly achieve your full life path potential. Next, let's look at what is known as your expression. This is another extremely important element in your numerology chart, as it highlights your natural talents and abilities. Many you likely didn't know you had. It's often called the destiny number because it reveals a great deal about your potential and what you're meant to accomplish in this lifetime. While your life path is calculated using your date of birth, your expression is calculated by analyzing the letters of your full name at birth. Why your name? It represents the inheritance of your personal history up to the moment of your birth. Each letter and corresponding number, like a mosaic, combine to form the complete picture of who you are and who you're meant to be. Your name at birth is said to be the blueprint of your potential. To get a free personalized expression reading based on your full name, please enter it above. Hey again. I'm so glad you decided to stick around to get your personalized expression reading based on your full name at birth. As you'll see for yourself in just a moment, your expression number, or what is sometimes referred to as your destiny number, is one of the most telling elements in your numerology chart. Unlike your life path number, which uncovers your most fulfilling life direction and the major lessons you're meant to learn along the way, your expression number produces a highly potent and accurate profile of who you are and the magic you put out into the world. It reveals the innate gifts you were born with and predicts your ultimate potential. Your expression number is calculated by adding up all the digits that correspond to the letters of your birth name using the Pythagorean alphabet. It can be a bit time-consuming to do the math by hand, so I took the liberty of calculating and interpreting your expression number for you. Based on my calculations, your expression number is 9, and after getting to know you a bit better, it's really no surprise. 9 is the number of quiet power. You're independent, compassionate, and highly sensitive. While you have strong emotions, you have more resilience and tolerance than most. You see disappointment as opportunity and challenge as adventure, and because of this, you're always progressing and expanding. Your greatest gift is your ability to recover quickly from setbacks. Your get-up-and-try-again attitude is the key to your success, so keep it up. You've probably found that failure only knocks at your door when you focus too much time and energy on obtaining material wealth and power, and that's because you're more spiritually evolved than most. You believe that winning is about coming out right rather than coming out on top. You have a rare gift of unmatched compassion and wisdom. Continue to cultivate this and channel your power into helping others, and you'll bring joy and success into the lives of everyone around you, including yourself. Please know that there is still so much left to explore in your unique numerology chart. And if you'll allow me, I'd like to give you even more insight into your life, relationships, and true purpose by analyzing your soul urge number. Your soul urge number, also called your heart's desire number, represents the inner you. It exposes your hidden motivations, deepest cravings and urges, likes and dislikes. It reveals the true intention behind most of your actions and decisions. In just a minute, you'll discover your soul urge number and meaning. But first, to make sure this reading is as customized and accurate as possible to your current life circumstances,
Okay, and he does, and this one's free too, but I think the next one is where they try to get you for the dollars. So, so you can get a pretty good idea of what it is here, and it's all Googleable. You can go over to YouTube and watch some videos. There's some ways that you can figure out what it is, but I do take it to a whole different level. This is kind of basic. So let's get back to the toys. So, oh, this is his. Hang on, yeah, that was his. Um, Nines, the Master 11, and then all the nines. That was beautiful. That's beautiful. Nine was sacred in Egypt. Oh, we're going to get to that. Hang on. Because that's the whole point of the game, divinely inspired symbolic association, is to find as many coincidences and matchy matches, if you will, um, that you can throughout history and movies, music. This is the best way for me to put it. Once upon a time, I went into the gym because I do go to the Planet Fitness here in Pittsfield, and uh, I told one of the guys, I bet you I can tell you everything you already love, and all you need to do is tell me your name and your birthday. So he told me his name and his birthday, and he expected me to magically whip something out right then and there, and I couldn't. I said, no, I got to go home and run the numbers. But every day I came in and I told him something else. The first day I came in and I told him, your tree is the hazelnut. There was some other stuff I wanted to say after that, but he stopped me right there. That wasn't even the big ta-da. That was just a what it is kind of thing. But it just so happened that he rarely drank coffee, and when he did, there was only one kind, hazelnut. So that really shocked him. The next day, you're a man of impeccable taste. Now, all I saw him there was his Planet Fitness, clothes and whatnot. I didn't know what he dressed like when he was out and about on his own. Um, he didn't even know what the word impeccable meant. So when I told him refinery, he's like, "Oh yeah, so yeah, he he does." So he was just amazed at how accurate. And I did want to do like a um a slideshow thing with all of his stuff and give it to him as a present, but stuff started happening. So there's just his nines. Um, then I follow the numbers and symbols associated with them and discover the following coincidences. I collect coincidences because at one time it was all I could afford, and that is so true. So, and according to Synchronicity and Human Destiny by Carl Jung, and I do have this book in the other room, there's no such thing as a coincidence. So, uh, let's see what happens. Oh, and the special note, I did not want to miss this. Um, Lil Wayne's, Dwight Michael Carter's name means black song. And I think that, yes, is right there. Oops, I don't know what happened, but we'll go there. This is um, black song. Okay, I don't want to get off on that. I'm not going to take that off because in case I have to do a recording, because this is like take 4 or 5 again. So, and he just happens to be a black man who sings. Uh, and that is there too, Michael. Um, yeah, Michael is often depicted as with scales weighing on the souls on Judgment Day. That's one of the main archangels' name, that sort of thing. The number 9 has a lot of stuff that's out of place because there it is. Yeah, let me scroll. And I look at what 9 means. 9 is the only positive perfect power. I don't know if I already said that or not. Like I said, this is take 4 or 5 or whatever. So numbers get their vibrations and their meanings for a reason. It's not just something numerologists just made up. There's kind of a science to it. Just go ask an Illuminati member. Oh goodness. So we did that. That's the life path number. Did I do the life path number? I mean, well, whatever. Let's just keep going because I want to get to the tattoo part. But oh yeah, here's the fun part. I do go back to in the beginning, and 9 was sacred in Egypt. You have been dealt a handful of 9s as your main cards, and then the 2 Master 11s. Um, so that's there as well because Lil Wayne, it's what he responds to the most. So that's an energy that's pretty strong in him. So your nickname matters. What you allow people to call you matters. So I always go back to in the beginning. So let's follow the 9s. And 9 was a sacred number in Egypt long, long ago. So let's go to Egypt. Once upon a time in the 18th dynasty, 1 plus 8 equals 9. There was a boy who was crowned king at the age of 9. Um, I always like he began his music career at the age of 9. So I do like to, and there's some other sites, one says 13, one says 8, so I guess you can go to whatever site you want and pick whatever number. But 9 was the number that popped at me when I first did it. That's the one I'm keeping. I can find some more 9s. Like I said, his Book of Carter was yay thick, so there's lots more 9s, lots more. Oh, and I did do Tupac's uh, 7s, I believe it was. Was it? On a radio show. So that's out there floating around in the ether somewhere. Um, the guys, well, we call him Big Ben, and I haven't spoken to him in a while because I've been dealing with this store. I've been dealing with the corruption in this town. I'm not letting them take this away from me because it is my gift to everybody else. Um, so yes, crowned king at the age of 9, just like you were. I got little signs. Uh, and he shot himself with a 9. And this mummy shows that he died when he was approximately 18 years old. I didn't get my little Google tab for that. But it does, another one says he died between the ages of 17 and 19, and the age between 17 and 19 is 18, so it's still a 9. And all of this might be superficial to everybody, but like I said, I'm collecting coincidences, and that's a lot of coincidences. And how many coincidences do you need before it's not a coincidence anymore? Tell me. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a lollipop? His name was Tut, and this is what he looks like when you put him next to Little Wayne. Seem familiar? So this is what the expert claimed King Tut looked like. Babies. No way. No way. Which do you prefer? Really, which do you prefer? I want some honest feedback on that. That soft line right there in the cheekbone. So, because the sarcophagus were supposed to be designed to look like the person inside, and that is not. Then there's this coincidence. King Tut's tomb was undisturbed for thousands of years before it was discovered by a man named Carter, and Lil Wayne is a man named Carter. And since Lil Wayne's chosen deity is the Christian God, there's this. God put a star in the heavens to lead wise people to his son. A celebrity is a star, and this cluster of stars just happens to look like a black man with a microphone, aka Black Man Who Sings, aka Black Song, aka Dwayne Michael Carter Jr. There you are, baby bird. Oh, and you wasted it all. Hmm. I've always wondered what Lil Wayne's ego would feel like if he knew this information. Even better yet, how much he would pay the person who brought it to his attention. I have so much more on this little guy, but I'll bet you, but I'll let you digest this small piece first. And just think, I haven't even started with the tattoos, and I did a lot. Let's do this one right there. The Rolls Royce. As you can clearly see, the Rolls Royce is on his left side, and the left side is the spiritual, metaphysical, hoogie boogie side, as I like to say. And the right side is the power, the justice, anything physical. So, how do I get that? I was going to pull up a tab because I get very, very meticulous with my breaking it down stuff, but I've been told information overload. It just gets too meticulous. So I'm just going to put it this way. Um, in the Bible, it says Jesus sits at the right hand side of God. Jesus was supposed to be the physical manifestation of of the God being here. So supposedly to um, feel our pains and sufferings and let us know that God knew what all that stuff was. And I'll get into that, but not now because I want to get going. So I do have a book called Body Symbolism in the Bible. You can Google that. You can purchase it off of Amazon. So if you want to know more about what all of this means, there's ways to figure it out. I always just figured it like this. If somebody could get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to interpret art off of a canvas in a museum that was divinely inspired by the painter, or you know what I mean, you know what I'm trying to say, then why can't somebody interpret the art that's been divinely inspired on a living canvas? I don't see the difference. So I interpret. And when I was in New Orleans, well, when I traveled, back when I was homeless, I figured why be homeless in one spot? And I was born on a carnival anyway, so I do like the travel. Uh, that's what I did. I read tattoos, and my favorite one, my favorite moment, and I do hope one day she sees this because it was so cutesy. I was talking to somebody else on the street about reading tattoos, and she was eavesdropping a little bit with her friends, and she couldn't help but chime in. She goes, "I got a tattoo. Can you tell me what it means? It's right here." And she grabbed the upper inner thigh of hers, and I said, "It's on the physical side. It's strength." Um, Power, justice. And she's like, "Oh my God, it is." And it was. It was the Chinese symbol for strength. And the legs are the pillars that hold your temple up. And there's just so much about the bits and pieces. So I do pick him apart like a little puzzle book, and it was so much fun. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did Eminem, who I call Marshall Shady Rabbit. Once again, that's Baby Bird. Marshall Shady Rabbit is Eminem. DMX is Mr. Doggy Dog, and he was a sweetie to work with. And I was going to do Snoop Dogg, but I had to stop there per his request. Well, his energy's request. Whatever. It's all energy, and that's what I read. Uh, because I'm a Royce that rolls on and on. Oh, yeah, that's why we're going to start with that one. Because I'm a Royce that rolls on and on. Remember this from above? Yeah, my name and my birthday. And I do the Pythagorean stuff again. And I do, I don't want you to get that. Let me get you to that. So I do me over here. And those are my numbers right there. And these ones right here, the 3, the 6, and 9, those are the ones that I want you to kind of keep in your head for the next little trick. Because it's kind of like a little magic trick too. Um, so let me do this. I didn't put the numbers there because I just took you over to them. And watch as I take the symbolic and etymological references and etymologic, etymology. It's late. It's 3:06 a.m. This is why I can't call the cops in the morning because I'm staying up all night. I'll get to it though. Etymology is the study of the history of words, their meanings, their spellings, and how they've changed over the years and culture to culture and whatnot. Watch as I take. Oh, I already said that. Let's go to an even more astounding place. Me. Uh, Anaximandrite was King Tut's wife, but she was born as Anaximandrite. There's the Wikipedia thing if you want to click it. Now let's break it down nice and slow. Patton, Patton, right there. And according to etymology, I should put that in red because that's a good coincidence right there. That's a beautiful coincidence. And I have other connections too. That's not the only one. Like I said, the Book of Carter was like, yay, big. Um, so it is quite the coincidence. And I love some of his other ones, but I got 30 minutes here, so I'm going to leave you with that. So there you go. It's beautiful, even just this little itty bitty tiny bit. So, yes, um, even the Bible, there's a Bible reference that said that something about, I'm going to pause it. You got to find it writing on you, like, eh, wait, wait a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, the numbers are rolling. As you can clearly see here in Revelation 3:12, um, I will write my name on them, and I will write on them the name of my God. Sorry about the little blow. Like I said, it's after 3. So there, tattoos for God. Yeah, I don't care what anybody that believes you shouldn't ink your skin says. Um, Tufts University. I'm thinking I'm saying it's the wrong university. One of the universities out there did a study about women who suffered from abuse and tattoos, and they found it very therapeutic and healing. So I do think of things a whole heck of a lot differently than other people think of things because I went all the way back to in the beginning and I did the research. Um, so this is Asmodeus, not General Nuisance, for Gaia Energy Attuning Center. Um, Running Lil Wayne's basic energies, vibrational frequency numbers, divinely inspired symbolic association style. I hope you have fun with your numbers and learn a little bit more about you because there's so much. Um, My name, Royce Marie Patton. My birthday, August 28, 1967. Royce means royal. Marie was actually baby Jesus's mother's name because the word Mary, the name Mary did not even exist yet. And Marie was the nickname, the shortened form of Miriam. So her formal name was Miriam. Her nickname was Marie. The Catholic Church changed it to Mary. So I do know that. So I got Royal, Holy Mother, and my last name Patton. And everybody should know who General Patton is. If you don't, go look him up. So Royal, Holy Mother of War. And August 28, 1967. In the American zodiac, I am a Virgo, aka Virgin. In the Chinese zodiac, I am a lamb, a sheep, not just any lamb, but the fire sheep. So Virgin Lamb of God, because if you Google fire symbology in the Bible, you'll see that it is a symbolic representation of the Holy Spirit, who I do know is the Holy Mother Spirit. And that's a whole different story for a whole different time. And it is all Googleable. So, pentagram symbology in the Bible. Just the first one that comes up for me is religiousfreedom.org. If you want to know more about that, click on it. Bye.